Hey, my name is Brian Marr. Thank you so much for having me on. I wanted to provide the perspective of a Dolphins fan who's lived in New England for the entirety of this crazy Super Bowl run over the past 2 decades. Watching the Patriots in the Super Bowl has become somewhat of a tradition here in New England over the past couple of decades, a bright light in an otherwise cold and dark time of the year. Unless you're like me and you're a Dolphins fan living in New England. Well, your favorite team is more often fighting for a better draft position than a playoff spot. You're forced to watch, front row and center, your rivals become the greatest dynasty of all time. It all started in 2001. You all know the story. Drew Bledsoe, being an idiot, tried to get an extra yard against the Jets and almost died. A six-round pick came in and led the Patriots to a playoff appearance. At the time, I'm sure most people thought it was a nice season-long story. Think like Case Keenum with the Vikings in 2017. But it's a story that never really ended. In January of 2022, with the Patriots facing off against the Raiders in the middle of a really crazy blizzard, I watched my hometown team overcome their demons with the help of the refs, of course, and advance to the AFC Championship game. A game that they'd win, in part, thanks to Drew Bledsoe, who filled in for an injured Brady and tossed a touchdown to help New England win 24-17. The lovable losers had made an improbable Super Bowl run, but the clock was about to strike midnight as they were going up against the greatest show on turf in the St. Louis Rams in Super Bowl 36. Now, we all know what happened. New England shocked the world and became champions, winning on a last-second field goal, capping off a true underdog story. And I mean, I was 9. I was happy for them. They're a team of destiny, something that only comes around once in a blue moon. Unfortunately, this was not just a flash in the pan. They beat the Panthers in Super Bowl 38, and then the Eagles in Super Bowl 39. 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, just a little bit too much for me, and I officially became a hater. In 2007, they went undefeated before losing to the Giants in the Super Bowl, and I nearly got kicked out of a Super Bowl party for wearing my throwback Miami Dolphins jersey and openly cheering for Eli Manning. In 2012, the Giants once again defeated the Patriots in the big game, and that is why Eli Manning is my personal GOAT. In 2015, New England took on the Seattle Seahawks in the Legion of Boom. Of course, this could have continued the trend of heartbreaking losses, but the Seahawks just had to throw the ball at the 1-yard line, so the Patriots got their 4th title. But no big deal, right? Wrong. They were right back in the Super Bowl in 2017. Fortunately, the Falcons jumped out to a huge lead, 28-3, and I assumed they won. I left the Super Bowl party early to beat the traffic. Just kidding. While all the Patriots fans were despondent, I was the lone voice in the room saying that I believe Tom Brady's about to work his dark magic and pull out a really improbable win. I'd just seen him do it too many times before. It was like that one scene in the second season of Squid Game.
Played these games before! I said I played these games before!
Tom Brady did indeed work his dark magic, and the Patriots won in overtime, capping off the greatest Super Bowl comeback in history, or whatever. Fortunately, Nick Foles, my other GOAT, stopped a three-peat by beating the Patriots in 2018, but then the Rams blew it in 2019 when they just completely forgot how to play offense. 2020 saw former Patriots player Mike Vrabel and the Titans defeat the Patriots in the playoffs and end the dynasty. Wow, Mike Vrabel. What a good guy. Hopefully he doesn't reemerge as an important figure for the Patriots later. From 2021 to 2025, Patriots haters, like myself, were well fed. We got to watch Bill Belichick be exposed as a Tom Brady merchant, and all was well. That was until they fired Belichick, hired Gerard Mayo, and then fired him after 1 season. And then they hired Mike Vrabel. Damn it, he did come back to be an important figure. Why the hell did the Titans fire him? Second-year quarterback Drake May and Mike Vrabel have led the Patriots back to the Super Bowl, and now I have to deal with the Patriots fans being cocky and arrogant again. While I sit here hoping that the Dolphins, I don't know, sign Malik Willis, it's not fair. So, while the logical part of my brain believes that the Seahawks are the better team and they'll get the win, I'm going to have to pick the Patriots to win the Super Bowl, if for no other reason than it would make me, personally, very upset. So that's probably what's going to happen. Anyways, thanks so much for having me on. I have to go shovel because it never stops snowing in this hellhole that is New England, and Eli Manning forever.